Ever feel like when you say something calmly, it gets ignored, but the second you raise your voice, you're suddenly heard? Today, I'm going to give you a couple of tips for what to do instead, so that yelling doesn't become the only option. What's really happening here is emotional dysregulation on both sides. You're not crazy. When calm communication gets dismissed, then you feel invisible, and then survival mode kicks in. And when that happens, now you're in some version of fight or flight, or freeze or fawn. That's when escalation feels like the only thing that works. Here's what to try instead. First, pause and ground. What this means is take a deep breath, name what you're feeling in the body. My throat is tight, my heart is racing. This starts to slow down that automatic reaction. Secondly, name the pattern, such as, I notice when I say things calmly, people don't listen. Name how it makes you feel. That makes me feel invisible, like I don't matter. And what happens next? I'm tempted to get louder. By naming the dynamic, you're also increasing the pause after your reaction. Thirdly, and most importantly, set a boundary. Let them know, I'm tired of yelling. I need to be heard without raising my voice. And if they still ignore you, that's your cue to disengage or set a consequence, rather than escalate. If they're getting heated as well, you can take a space and say, we'll come back to this when we're both ready to engage. Boundaries aren't just about getting them to change their behavior. They're also about how you protect yourself when the other person doesn't step up. And that's when your self-control really gets tested, because anger is often the result of our boundaries being crossed. This is what we work on in Cohort 4, the root of why we get upset, why we escalate, and what to do when we do. Practicing regulation and creating new patterns in real time. We start September 12th. Comment Cohort and I'll send you the link. And use code IG75 for $75 off.